Welcome, everybody, to episode 146 of the CosCast. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop,
I
whoop.
am, as always, your main host, Pixie Does Cosplay, and with me I have my wonderful co-hosts.
Annabella Cosplay.
And Anyasha Cosplay.
Hey, welcome, ladies. Also joining us today is a very special guest. A warm welcome to Bettcanard Design.
Hello.
Hey.
So the main theme of today's show is an interview with Bettcanard, where we talk about her qualification for the NCC, her amazing cosplay, and a little bit about cosplay competitions and stuff.
Yes.
But before we go to the main topic of the evening, let's dive into one of our usual segments, which is cosplay progress. So, have we been working on anything cosplay related during the past 2 weeks?
No.
No, but I want to drag out other things I've been doing instead of cosplay progress. Last weekend we attended CosCast!
Yay! We did!
Not with the CosCast, but with Fateful Fumble, and we played a lot of RPGs, and we had a lot of fun, and I think maybe we should talk more about that in Geekery later.
Yes, absolutely.
But I wanted to just show off some of my loot from BonsaiCon.
Oh, yes.
That's I want.
Please do.
Yes, so I bought a necklace from Raven Cotino's stand. I didn't see the stand until the last day. I have no idea, but this time around I had almost no time to look at things. It was just so much fun doing everything else, so the stand thing I did on Sunday. So I bought this beautiful necklace with a bird skull. I just really love the aesthetic. It's like goth and dark and nice, and I like it. And I bought this from the Cosplay Against Cancer stand, and it is a dice box, so I can put my role-playing dice in it. And it's made by Hardly Effects, I think.
Hadley Artifacts. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. It's my dyslexia. It just confuses every word, and I just say what I think it says. So to me, it's gonna be Hardly Effects.
So I know this because I bought a box from Hadley Artifacts as well. This is the Adventure Zone symbol for the Bureau of Balance, which is a D&D RPG podcast that I listen to, which is amazing. If you haven't heard it, you need to do that now.
It is very cool.
So it has room for my pretty sparkly dice in it. So
Yes,
because Taco is my favorite, so of course sparkly dice in the Adventure Zone box.
And I was supposed to buy some stuff from Jossum at BonsaiCon, but Jossum went home on Saturday, so since my shopping day was on Sunday, I didn't have the chance to buy the things that I wanted, so I bought things after, and I got a lot of things. I bought all of the black and white illustrations from her original art from her comics. Yeah, so I'm pretty pleased about that. I even got some free stickers because I bought so many. And a very cozy note. I appreciate that a lot.
She's a real sweetheart.
Yes, so these are going on my wall at some point. Just need to frame them and find a good spot.
Yeah. I also bought something from Raven Cotino. I bought this beautiful moth, which is gold or copper and green and blue-ish. So it's like a cast resin moth. Or I didn't buy it. My hubby bought it for me. I suppose.
Aww.
Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
That's sweet. Yeah, he is.
So yeah, that's what I got. And also, I mean, we have been doing the Halloween makeup challenge that you and Lucia Farah Cosplay invented. That is why I have Sugar Skull paint on today, because I didn't have time to do it earlier today, so I did it now, and I have to take pictures once we wrap up the show.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it after the show.
So there you go. That's why. And thank you to everyone who mentioned in the comments that it looked good. Thanks. How about you, Tonya? Have you been doing anything? Or buying anything?
No, not really. I did bought something, but I can't I can't be arsed to go to my bed and get them. There were two stuffed animals, a cat and a space fox.
Yeah, that was so cute.
They were very cute, so I had to buy them. But I don't remember who I bought it from. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't remember what the name was of the stand. But if anyone else remembers who sold the cute plushies at BonsaiCon, let us know so we can, give them a shout out. Yes. Elizabeth, what about you?
My boyfriend bought a ring from Ravn Contino as well, but I don't have it right here. But it's a bird skull ring.
Yeah, I remember Ravn said at the end when we bought our necklaces, he was like, "Yeah, these were really popular. I only have this one left." So I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
They looked really cool.
Yes.
But then again, everything Ravn makes looks really cool. I just want to buy his entire stand whenever he's,
Yeah. Same.
If I could, I would. All right. So, yeah. I'm still kind of in the process of working on pictures from our, small unofficial photo shoots at Bonsai. So they will be coming out as soon as possible. It's just been a crazy week so far.
Yes.
So. But look forward to some Madame Mim magic.
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful. It is.
Oh, no, it's not beautiful. It's but ugly. But that's I guess that's the beauty of it.
Yes.
It's supposed to be ugly, so.
Let's see. Rick Make Stuff wants to know, does waiting to get paid so you can buy supplies count as cosplay progress? Because I've been doing a lot of that this week. Yeah, that totally counts. Doesn't it? Yeah. I would say so. What are you waiting to make? That's what I want to know. What supplies do you need? All right. Yes, Bazinga says Spill Expo next weekend. Yes, we're going, but we'll get more into that in the next segment. Because that pretty much wraps up progress, I think. So let's move on.
Unless Elizabeth had done some progress.
Yeah. Have you been working on anything?
I've been making my own workshop, so I've been insulating for the first time in my life.
Wow.
Together with my boyfriend and my brother, we made new walls on my shaft, so I can sit there in the winter too.
Yay!
Wow,
So is this going to be like a special effects workshop thing, or yeah? So you're setting up your own business, or?
Yeah, since I'm a contracted artist, setting up my own business, I can start producing stuff and sell them online, and maybe sell them on conventions.
Ooh, that's cool.
That sounds pretty cool. That's like goals right there. Goals.
Yeah.
Next level goals. Let's see. Right. That's really exciting. You have to take pictures of your new workshop space and show it to people because we want to see.
I will.
Right. Then we can move on into news from the geek and cosplay community. So the first thing I want to mention is that all of the news items are up on our Facebook page on the top of the page. So if you want links to anything that we talk about today, just head on over there and you'll find it at the CosCast on Facebook. Very easy. And our first item on the list is the cosplay parade at Spill Expo Comic-Con next weekend. And Sunniva, since you're kind of in charge of it, do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Oh yeah, I can do that. I must say I'm not like super duper in charge, but I will be in charge of the thing at Spill Expo. It's going to be a cosplay parade where everyone who wears cosplay can be in the parade, and you will get a ticket. And if you're in the parade, you will be able to maybe win Spill Expo passes for next year, which is pretty cool. And the thing is that we want to just show off all the amazing cosplayers at Spill Expo, and Spill Expo really, really wants the cosplayers to shine. So we're going to have a parade on Saturday. It starts at 6 in the evening, and we will just, together with Nordic Garrison, not march, but we will have a parade and just walk through the venue to show off the amazing cosplayers who's there.
Very cool.
So it's just going to be like a fun, happy thing. Yeah. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, no, but that sounds great. If you're in cosplay and if you're at Spill Expo on Sunday, make sure to join the parade for a chance to win tickets for next year's Spill Expo.
Yeah.
Basically.
And we're gonna meet up outside of the cosplay village where Nerdeportalen is having their stand, and we'll take it from there. Yeah.
Awesome. Also, since we're on the subject of Spill Expo, we want to mention that Fateful Fumble, our RPG channel, is going to be at Spill Expo this year as well. We will be having a stand in the cosplay village, where the CosCast and the Fateful Fumble channel will share. So half the stand is for the Fateful Fumble and half of the stand will be for the CosCast. So if you want to come by, I think we'll be selling some prints, and we will also be offering to help you build your own D&D character at the stand. Yeah. So we'll bring, character sheets and dice and pens and paper and stuff. So if you or if you just want to talk about RPGs, you can come to our table and talk to us. We won't always be at the stand because we'll be also doing a live game on Sunday. We don't know the time yet. We know it's going to be on a stage, but we don't know which stage yet either. So hopefully they'll tell us during the coming week. But yeah, definitely check that out if you're interested in RPGs and want to see us get into a lot of trouble. Lots of trouble. Right. Next piece of news is that the Golden Joystick Awards are coming up, and you can vote for your favorite games. And one of our old friends, Owlboy, are nominated for Best Indie Game of the Year. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So there's a link to the Golden Joystick Awards voting page over at gamesradar.com on our Facebook page. So if you want to go and give Owlboy a vote, that would be amazing, because they're a Norwegian studio and they've spent like 9 years developing this game. So it would probably mean a lot to them if they won. Next piece is that if you're into RPGs and you're into Vampire the Masquerade and the World of Darkness setting, Humble Bundle is having a special offer. So if you pay like $10 or $15, you get like, I don't know how many PDF versions of the 3rd edition Vampire the Masquerade books that you can use to DM or just play Vampire the Masquerade if you're into RPGs. There's a link to that page as well on our Facebook. And last, I want to mention that MCM is coming up this week. Not this week, this month. They are the weekend after Spill Expo. And Krix Design, Elizabeth's sister, is going to be competing in the Euro Cosplay Championship at MCM this year.
Yeah, and I'm gonna assist.
Very cool. So
Double trouble.
Double trouble, yes. So they usually live stream the competition on YouTube. So if you're interested in catching that, keep an eye out. Go check out their pages and stuff. And probably a lot of the people in the community will probably be going to MCM. So make sure you cheer for Christina when she competes in the ECC.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, that was actually the last piece of news I had this week. So I'm going to move on.
I'm just gonna, because I don't think we have mentioned it, or maybe we did mention it this summer, but I think it's nice to mention it again, and that is if you are living in the Stavanger area, it would be nice if you went to visit Metrocon, because Metrocon is back this year. They had a break last year, just as PensiteCon did, and I think it's gonna be the first weekend of November. So, or am I wrong?
No,
I think
I think that's right. I know that Ninja Girl is one of their panelists / workshop holders. I think she's holding 3 separate panels. So you guys should go check that out if you're going to MetroCon.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's called, yes, it's the first weekend of November. November the 3rd and November the 4th.
Yeah, I would have liked to go to MetroCon. It's just that Stavanger is a far way away and, yeah, expenses.
Yes.
Spill Expo will be the last thing I do convention-wise this year, for sure.
Yes.
All right.
And then we're done.
So that means we're going into our main theme, which is the interview with Bettcanard. And before we start asking questions and stuff, I thought that I would do some screen sharing of some amazing photos of some of your recent cosplays.
Yeah.
So let's see, which one would that be? No, not that one. Where is it? There it is. There we go. All right. So the first one is a picture of your Krogan cosplay that you made for Turdukan and that you, well, basically qualified for the NCC with. Spoiler alert. And this photo was taken by Cosplay Studio. Do you just shortly want to tell us a little bit about this cosplay? Like, why? Where's it from, and what is this creature?
It's called a Krogan, and it's from Mass Effect. His name is Grunt, and he's a tank baby. He's bred in a tank, and looks a little bit different from all the other Krogans, which I loved. And all the details about that Krogan specific is kind of why I chose him.
Yeah,
and he has blue eyes.
He looks mischievous.
He looks beautiful.
Yes, that he does. Here's a close-up so you can see the blue in his eyes. But...
I have a fun story for you, Elizabeth, because, you know when you have to explain to people who don't cosplay what cosplay is, and you don't want it to sound weird, I always bring out this costume, and I'm like, yeah, we do really cool stuff. Cosplayers are really cool. Look at this person. She has made this. There's a person inside it, and it can move and stuff. And people are like, wow. Okay, I understand now. Cosplay is cool.
Oh, thank you.
You're a healthy advertisement for the cosplay community.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Krogan's doing his service.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, the chat has told us that Ninja Girl just announced on her Instagram that she's had to cancel all her panels for health reasons, which is sad, but completely understandable. You have to take care of your health first. So sorry to hear that, but good for you for, taking care of yourself.
Yes.
Yes.
Health first. Always.
And people are loving the grunt in the chat. Look at best boy grunt, best tank baby. And then Bazinga says, a bit big for a baby, or... And Rick says, I'm fairly sure that's not a costume. It's an actual Krogan. So yeah, people are way impressed. This is also by Cosplay Studio. Yes. And this next one is also by Cosplay Studio. And I thought legit, like, when I just threw a glance at it, that this was like a still from the game. Because this looks insane.
Yeah, that picture was... I was breathtaking. When they sent it to me, I was like, whoa.
What the fuck, even?
It's just from the game. And then I posted it to my sister, and she was like, it's just from the game. And then I posted it online, and everybody says the same, it's just from the game.
It's amazing. 10 out of 10. Lit. Wow. That's all I have to say about that. And Pheromone and Fandomily Cosplay says that babies come in all shapes and sizes. Cece says, I can't even. This cosplay and the performance was so good. Even though I haven't played the game or anything, I was like, wow, and gut feels and everything.
Yes.
It was a very good performance.
It was.
Let's see. Next one. Next one is your, is it Lieutenant? Or is it Sergeant?
Sergeant Calhoun?
Sergeant Calhoun, that's the one, from Wreck-It Ralph. And this is the one you used the last time you qualified for the NCC.
So, a little before and after
Yeah.
show there. Since it's a year, 2 years between.
It's armor, but very different. Or, well, you're covered, but in a very different way.
And this photo is also by Cosplay Studio.
Yep. Yep, contributing big time.
Sensing a pattern.
He's always close.
Yeah, that's true. He's always there.
Yes.
Very convenient.
Has some spare time for me and my crazy ideas. And there we go, pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lucia Farrow says, "Yas, best girl."
Yes.
She is best girl. Okay,
Great.
the last one is another Krogan photo by DR Portraits that was taken at. This looks like it's from Turukan. I recognize.
It is from Turukan.
I recognize the
He
background.
He had 3 minutes to take that photo before I went downstairs for the stage.
Wow.
So he was waiting outside the hotel room and said, "You can wait here and then you will take a picture of me before I go downstairs and I have to go directly to the stage for the first round."
Wow.
I'd have to say, very well done for just 3 minutes.
Yes, I'm impressed.
Very
3
much
minutes,
so.
boom.
Yeah. I'm just gonna ask a question because I don't see that we have it anywhere in the list, so I feel safe by asking it. But for how long can you wear this costume without, feeling warm or exhausted, or is it easy to wear?
Oh my god, it's warm the second you put it on. I have to put it on a little slow so you don't sweat while putting it on, but it's really super hot. And I just take safety and breaks for reasons.
Yeah.
I don't want to push it. So I had a really good break while eat, drink, go to bathroom and everything on Torukon, so I can go back in it and be on stage.
Right, that was probably a good idea.
Yeah, it's easy to go around with, but if you are on stage and doing a lot of movements and stressing a little bit, then you'll be... it's 10 times worse when you have all that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And while you were wearing this at Turukan, it led to the saying, "Don't headbutt the Krogan."
Yeah, one person actually headbutted me before I even got on stage the first time, and he could have injured me and the suit, so I told Aslak to tell everybody don't do that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He was very sorry. We found him later and he was very sorry.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, be careful. Even if it looks like people are armored, they're not.
No.
No. No.
No.
And you can always destroy a costume, so be careful. Cosplay hugs are like in the air, not really touching, and just pretending to hug. That is just as good.
It's a holistic hug.
Yes.
Okay, I forgot. There's one more picture, and this is your amazing fortune teller lady from Banzai.
Yes.
This one is by Royano Futu, for those who want to know that.
Yes.
That third eye is so good.
Thank you. I just had fun making it. And I was like, how can I make a third eye? I'm just going to try it. Oh, it worked. There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
But it had its own eyelashes and everything. It was great.
I love making original designs because you can knock your ideas out and don't have to follow a specific recipe like you're doing for cosplay. And you can be like, oh, I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I've got to make a dark, mysterious person. And,
yeah, I enjoyed that too. I think that's one of the best things about doing OCs. They're just, just doing a costume and whatever you feel like, because it takes some of that pressure you might feel normally away, and you can just have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Hanoas never says, I thought it was me who was the cause of that. I vaguely remember tapping your shoulder and asking for a photo. Oh
no!
No, there was an actual person headbutting the Krogan, so...
Yes, but it wasn't the person touching the shoulder.
No.
So you're off the hook. You don't have to worry. It's not you.
Don't worry, it wasn't you.
Oh,
baby. All right, so let's move into some questions. Tonya, maybe you want to start us off?
Yes, I will. So, you won the cosplay contest at Torcon earlier this summer and qualified for the NCC for the second time. How did that feel?
Well, it feels pretty awesome. Well, I was so eager to have this Krogan on stage because I put a lot of time and money into it. So when people actually loved my show, that I was really also eager to show off, and then I won. I was like, yes, now I can show it off in Sweden too, yay! So yeah, very good.
A proud moment.
Yes.
Yes, I imagine it were. I would be proud too. I mean, the costume was amazing. So,
did it feel different from the first time when you qualified, or was it the same feeling?
It's a little different because you all of what you're wearing. I didn't feel like I did the performance really good. But then I got to see a recorded version of it. I was like, oh, it wasn't so bad. Oh.
No, it was really good.
Yeah, because you're going in there looking through really small eye holes where his nostrils are. I can see much. I am big and lumpy, so I'm knocking over stuff, and I feel like I couldn't move much. So it's different. But still good, very good.
Yeah. Sample Cosplay is saying, let's hope NerdCon won't be as warm next year.
That's what I'm hoping for too. Please.
If it is, you should have like ice cubes inside the costume, like a suit, like a cold suit. You should make like a suit out of those dog mats that you used to cool down with.
Yeah, I will have a lot of ice package ready, and we are really close to backstage building with a lot of air conditioning, so I think I'm really good.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
And the competition is at night time.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
You also competed in outfit style contest at BansaiCon recently, and it seems you like to compete in cosplay contests a lot, and you want to know why.
Well, it's fun. I think everybody should do it at least once. And as this was a style contest, I didn't expect to win anything. I just wanted to. I was proud to show off my own character. I made myself. I can go around being my own imaginary in-character version, and well, if you don't want to go to a cosplay competition at first, you should make your own thing and go on a style competition. It's easier. You don't need to be a specific show. No, I feel it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a very good idea to start off with other things than cosplay if you're a bit afraid of doing the big ones.
Yeah, and you can just pull everything from your own imagination. You don't have to be latched to something that's already in existence. You can just pull everything from your head and no one can say that that's not screen accurate. And you can just say, like, it's not supposed to be! So.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
You were saying?
No, nothing.
So last year you were a judge at the NCC, and how was that experience compared to competing the year before?
Oh, the year before, I was really nervous. Never done such a big competition, and I didn't know what to expect when I got there. I had my sister, of course, and she been in a competition before, so I have somebody to lean on. But everything was new. So when I came back, I knew how it was done really up close, and then I can see all the costumes, and I can see I will see every details and everything about it, and judging from that point of view. So now I know how they're judging, and I understand why I didn't win with my costume last time, because I had an amazing show. I'm really proud of my show, but I can pick up every detail of my costume. I know that wasn't good. So now I can go in there and I can improve the points that my judging group had a focus on. It's not the same every year because it's different people judging, but now I have a fair enough an idea to what they're looking for and how they want to be told what to say in the judging room. And the trick is just tell us everything. Just keep on talking. It's not a secret. Just tell us everything. When you're in the judging room.
Yeah, you should never wait for someone to ask you a question. If there is something you want to say about your costume, you need to say it, because people can't just guess that detail is there unless you tell them about it.
Yeah. So being a part of that, now I'm not going to think that the judges are so intimidating as I did the first year. Now I feel like, I've been here, I can relate. I know how hard and stressful their days are, and I'm looking forward to see who will be judging me. Everything I've done.
Yeah, I must say, like, I was sort of like in shock at BonsaiCon this year when they announced the winner of the Masters, because I was like, is it going to be double editing again? What? And then the plot twist came at the end. They're like, no, it's not. I was like, what? So yeah, it's gonna be so cool to see Fandomly there in the NCC again. I am so eager to know the third person who also will represent Norway in next year's NCC. It's gonna be, it's gonna be intense.
It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Can't wait. So excited.
It's gonna be fun hanging out in the backstage area with Fandomly cosplay, and we're gonna be a big family. Yeah. I feel that.
Yeah, that'll be great.
I think so too.
This year I want to be at the NCC. Next year. That's my goal for next year. Is I want to go there.
Go there. Yeah. Support us.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. It's sad.
Yeah, me neither.
Fine.
Road trip.
I'm just gonna point out some comments in the chat. Sample Cosplay is saying about your performance at Toricon. It was impressive how smooth you moved on stage. It was really incredible.
Thank you.
And Lucia Farah is saying, and I cried my eyes out in the audience during the performance. I think they're talking about the Krogan. I think. And Rick Make Stuff is saying that Adam Savage showed off a cooling vest on his last video. It looked pretty good. But expensive? Or if expensive? I don't know. But yeah. Probably is.
Cooling vests are really expensive.
Yeah.
And some of them needs to be plugged into a huge battery. Some of them. And where should I put that?
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
But I will look. I have almost a year. I will look into more cooling vests and cooling systems.
True.
That probably is a very good idea.
Yeah.
But how do you think competing and judging will influence your preparation and performance this time around?
As I said, I know what they're gonna look for, and I will tell them everything. I will send them pictures in beforehand as you are allowed to, and maybe write a good amount for them to read if they want to, so they are also prepared to see what I got when I get there.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And I just think it's gonna be more fun to be there because now I'm gonna be more relaxed. I know how it's done. I'm not nervous, so nervous about meeting the judges and being on the big stage and everything. And they take really good care of you. So I'm looking forward to it, actually.
Yeah, but having the experience of that takes away some of the stress. I know for myself that the first time I do things is always a lot more stress than the second time or third time or whatever. So you have an advantage there, I would say. Just somewhat. Not over the others, but I think it is an advantage to have been there before and seen how it is done. And you may be a little bit more relaxed, maybe.
Yeah, and 3 times on a row, 3 years on a row, you finished with me. I swear.
We don't want to be.
Yeah, well, I don't think I should take the spot if I get the spot again. But I love to compete. I love to make stage shows, so I will try to do that in a fun way. I can show off.
Yeah.
Now and then.
It's always a pleasure to see you on stage.
Yeah, it's always fun. Just want to share something from the chat. Ryurai says that contests are worth it just for how amazingly kind and supportive the other contestants are towards each other while waiting. I'm still going on all the nice comments from others at Banzai, and CC Tori says, yes, Ryurai.
Yes.
Yes.
That's something I've also discovered while competing, that people just stand behind stage and talk to each other and encourage each other, and they're just genuinely really nice, at least in Norway.
Yeah, I've experienced that too, even though it's just been like before going on a catwalk. It's always the people around you are always nice, and we talk to each other. And I remember the first time I talked to oh my gosh, her cosplay handle, Lisa.
Cryo Canine.
Thank you, Cryo Canine. I had never talked to her before, but it was Bilexpo, I think 3 years ago, and I was like, yeah, we just talked and showed off the costumes and just talked a little bit about the costumes. It was really, really nice, and it felt so much more safe. So I really love the community that we have. It's so cool. Okay, next question. You qualified with a Krogan cosplay from Mass Effect this year. Could you tell us a little bit about why you chose to make this cosplay? I know you told us a little bit about it when we showed off the pictures, but like, why did you make this? Not only because of the character, but...
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be a cosplay. I started out because I just been in school, finished now, mask and hair design, and during semester 5 I chose to make the Krogan head because I really want to make a bigger head than yourself, make a helmet inside and with a skin on outside, animatronics. I just wanted to learn it all, and that's how it started. Then after semester 5 and starting on my semester 6, and I have to make a bachelor about something. I said, I have this floating head not doing anything good right now. What should I do with it? It needs something. And I applied to make the body for it, like a naked body, because we're mask and hair design. We don't make armor, so I was like, I can make a nude Krogan. Do that. Well, that's weird, but it's very entertaining. And I had to search for pictures about like how does nude Krogans looks like. I was like, please don't be weird. Please don't be weird.
Did you have to go through a lot of fan art?
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say.
Well, I luckily have a filter on my PC or anything because I didn't see anything weird, and I'm glad. I was so glad, but I was a little bit scared. I gotta see weird stuff. And then all the fan art I found was for Krogans that is not grunt. It's the normal type of Krogan. It's not the tank bred. It's only the older. And I had to figure out how to match the scales on his head to his body and his body build up. Now he has a big back, and the only thing you can see is his biceps, which looks like snake skin or something. And I went from there. I made the body and finished off my bachelor degree. I actually also made hands and a new tongue for him, so it will hide my face. And it was really well taught through the whole building process. And I got an A for my exam.
Well, how could you not?
It's like an in-depth study of Krogans.
So I was exhausted after it, but I thought maybe I can make a suit for him before Torukon.
So he doesn't have to be naked?
Yes, he can't be naked. The cosplay is naked. I can't go around naked. It's a suit. So I used the summer to make the whole suit for him. Wow. And the performance, I've been thinking about it for half a year beforehand. Like, I know I was talking to Karin Olava when she was visiting me at school while I was sculpting. I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to have a little bit this. And she was like, yeah, that can work, yeah.
Sure, totally.
So and then I told her every detail to my sister. She was like, I want to help you, yes. And from there on, we practiced the performance and we practiced with the costume, but we practiced everything in advance. And I feel like it took me a year to build the whole costume. I did other stuff too, but like finishing
on and off
work and level. But for on and off a year to make this costume. Yeah. That's why I was really proud to present it on Torukon, and that's why I'm really happy to show it again. As you see.
It's well deserved, it is.
It's a huge build.
Yes.
It's
like, you hear about cosplay judges who applaud the cosplayers who have made undergarments that doesn't even show over their costume that they have over. But now you have basically made skin, like top to toe skin that you have put clothing on. It's like everything is thought of. It's really cool.
And that's why it's no such room for ice package.
Yeah.
Everything's intact.
Yes. People are applauding, and well deserved A. Even Karin Olava has gotten a comment here. Hannah was never says her Jack was 10 out of 10. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, she was.
Yes. And Rick Make Stuff is saying, I feel like that's how most big projects happen. You start with a small thing, then suddenly there's a Krogan in your house.
Yeah.
True.
Yes.
Happy coincidence.
It's funny because it's true.
Yes. Relatable.
But what was the most challenging part of the creation process, and what was the most fun part of creating this cosplay?
Every part had problems, but everything was fun. But every part had problems. But it was only during a learning phase that it only made me better. Like, for example, the head. We don't actually teach. They don't teach you animatronics at the school. It was just something one of the teachers said, "Oh, I know a little bit animatronics. I can help you with that." And I was like, "Yeah, I have a week now before I need to finish. I think I can manage it." And then that was so hard to work inside this fiberglass helmet. My arms were so sore from all the small screwing everything in place and making everything move. And yeah, and when I showed it off for the exam before Christmas, it didn't even work.
Aww.
I was like, what did I do wrong? I figured out what I did wrong. I just overpowered it.
No.
So I fixed it for the next time. And I was like, also you can see my face. Why? Oh, that's silly. Should I wear like a black mask underneath or something? And then I figured out, what if I make a tongue that will hide my face? So you're just building and building and building and on top of everything. So I also needed to sculpt this body from scratch. That's a lot of clay. That's like 100 kilos of clay.
Damn.
Or something. Like together, all in all, 100 kilos of clay. And I built a table that he can stand on, so I can sculpt while he was standing on a table. And I miscalculated the table legs, so they broke, and the clay body was on top of me. I was sitting there yelling a little, "Help!"
Oh.
And hardly artifacts come running right away and help me from underneath. I was like, and my adrenaline was so pumped and everything. And he just had a little few scratches in the clay that I was fixable. And I was like, okay, 4 new legs on this table. And I needed assistance for carrying it. It was so heavy. I needed assistance just like lifting it a little bit, breaking it apart. I was like, can you help me break this apart? I was running around the school building. Can you help me opening my mold? Because it's heavy and I'm dying.
Yeah.
I will not recommend making such a huge sculpt clay piece by yourself.
No,
have an assistant with you.
It sounds unsafe.
It was really hard to do by yourself.
But that's how you learn. You need to do things and then you learn.
Yeah.
Ryurai says that the other countries are going to have a hard time competing with this. # Team Norway, says Cece.
Yay, Team Norway!
Yeah. But I remember a few months before TotoCon, I don't remember who I talked to, but I talked to someone in the cosplay community. And it really annoys me that I don't remember who it was, but we were just having like a conversation about TotoCon and about the competition, and that we're excited about the NCC and who's going to be the people this year, and that BonsaiCon was back and everything is basically back to normal as it used to be. And then the person said, like, do you want to hear something? I was like, yes. A little birdie told me that a certain Krogan is competing this year, so people are scared of competing to Toricon this year. I was like, what? What? But so there was rumors, like people were like, oh, she's probably gonna, like, plotting that you were gonna compete, and I'm so glad you did, because it was amazing.
So if I scared anybody away, that's...
No, I don't think you did that, but it was more meant as a, like, hype thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because still, though, it's fun to be in a competition, to show off a show. It doesn't need to be afraid if anybody else that you think is better than you is competing. I just encourage people to just do a show anyway. Have fun. That's my motto for going in NCC too. Have fun. Don't be stressed out or be very strict. Just have fun. Just
Agreed.
It's always important to remember.
Yes. And I think I'm really happy about both the Masters at Toricon and at BonsaiCon this year, because it was a lot of people we haven't seen as much on stage. And that's pretty cool, that a lot of new people starts to get into the competing scene as well.
Yeah, I love that.
Yes,
it was such a great surprise seeing a lot of new faces and old faces coming back again. It's I was enjoying the show at BonsaiCon so much.
We were too. All right, but are you going to change anything about your cosplay or the performance before bringing it to the NCC?
You need to make more steady stage props, but I'm not gonna change much. It's just what didn't work or are about to be broken or something. I'm just gonna fix that. I'm not gonna use my whole summer to prepare for NCC. I've been doing that 2 years now, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
I want to have a summer break too.
Yes, it's understandable. You deserve a break.
And also, I mean, that performance bears repeating, so...
Yes, everyone must see it because it's so beautiful and so good.
If you haven't
seen
it, you're in for
updates.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay, I have a question, but I'm not gonna ask it because I don't want to reveal anything about your performance just in case. But I will ask you after the show.
Okay.
Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Yes. Hi. No. But if anyone in the chat has anything they want to ask, please do it now, because now I'm going to ask the last question that we have. And I believe we have asked this to you before, but it might be that your answer has changed since the last time. So if you were a fruit or a vegetable, what would you be and why?
I thought about it, and I think I'm a lemon.
Ooh.
It's not because I'm sour, but it's so many jokes. But if life gives you lemons, then you take life back, or you can just build on that. Just you make lemonade, or you force life to take the lemon back, or there's so many good.
Or like Phil says in Modern Family, if life gives you lemonade, make lemons, and life will be all like, what?
That's true. And lemons are really good. I enjoy lemons in every food I'm cooking and everything. I was like, it's my special ingredient, so I just love it.
That's true. You're a chef, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a chef too.
Yes.
So talented.
So talented. Surprises.
Sample says, it makes me so happy when people think about this.
Yes, I understand. This is Sample Cosplay's question. We have just stolen it.
On her behest.
Yes. We'd like to give credit.
And Lucia Ferra says, now I'm hungry.
Yes.
All right. That was our last question. Remember to write in questions if you have any, people. And while we wait for you to type questions, we will move into the final segment of the show, which is geekery. So have we read, watched, played, or listened to anything in particular that we would like to recommend to our viewers?
I'm just going to read something from the chat before we do that, because they are not done with the lemons. CC Tori says, lemon cakes! Because CC Tori loves Sansa from Game of Thrones. And Sansa likes lemon cakes.
And lemon tarts are so good.
Oh, it's the best.
With meringues on top.
Yes. And Harmonic Steer says, when life gives you lemons, complain about them frickin' lemons. JK. No. Yes. All right. Geekery.
Yeah. Ryurai says, as always, in the chat, Fateful Fumble! All caps.
Oh my god, can't wait for the next episode.
Yeah, we live streamed our latest episode of the Kestrels, the Dragon Age actual play podcast that we do on Friday. So if anyone missed that, you can go see that on YouTube over at Fateful Fumble. And that was a lot of fun. And yesterday we recorded a new session in the Chicago by Night podcast series, which is a Vampire the Masquerade actual play podcast. That was a lot of fun. There were some real feels around that table yesterday.
It was really good. I had to go walk out the door at some point just because I wouldn't destroy the mood in the room any more than I already did.
It was intense, y'all.
Yeah. Yes. You mean the cheese?
The cheese. It was so much cheese, I couldn't handle it.
But it was good cheese.
It was good cheese, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed the cheese.
Yes.
Let's see. Sample cosplay says, when life gives you lemons, make Krogan.
Yes.
Yes.
Lucia Ferra has been watching Black Mirror and is slightly traumatized, but loved it.
I've only seen a few episodes of Black Mirror.
Yeah, me too. It fucks with my head too much. I get, it ruins my week if it's a really, mindfuck kind of episode. So I have to be careful.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, so I'm fine.
Well, it's something. It's special.
It is special. That's what I can say about it, yeah.
I want to recommend Attack on Titan. With what's the third season now, it's really starting to reveal some heavy shit. It's really exciting. And for those of you who like drama, I would recommend watching Riverdale, because, oh my lord, the things that happens there, what? It's taken to a whole new level.
Drama and teenage angst, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, they have mixed in some pretty heavy other shit too now.
Okay.
So,
okay.
What?
Cece says that she started rewatching The Vampire Diaries, and I still really want to cosplay Caroline, my bae.
Aww.
Hannah has been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. My inner Greek myth nerd is very happy. And Ryurai also, the Dragon Prince is amazing, she says.
Yes, the Dragon Prince is amazing. I really love Ryurai's cost test of one of the main characters from that series.
That was so cool. Liked it.
Yes, I watched Coraline the other day.
Such a cute
just to get those Halloween feels. I've been editing some podcast stuffs lately and played some video games, but most of my time right now goes into school and work. And some makeup things for the Halloween makeup challenge that me and Lucia Ferra made.
It's hard to keep track with, like, making one look for every day of October. Like,
oh yeah,
I've already had to skip 2 days.
You're allowed to cheat.
Yeah,
it's fine.
it's fine. I'll pick it up later if I have the time and energy. But so far it's going well. It's fun. And yeah. So everyone who hasn't done it yet, you know, it's still not too late to throw your towel in the ring or your hat in the ring or whatever the saying is. Like, you know, just to try it for funsies. Because it is a lot of fun.
It is. I have an announcement, though.
Ooh.
Yes. It is halfway through October, which means that there are 17 days until Halloween. And on Halloween, we are posting a special video.
Oh, that's true.
I was just gonna start the hype right now, and I'm just gonna say it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be a scary one, and it's gonna be fun. So make sure to head over to our YouTube channel on the 31st of October on Halloween, because it's gonna be good.
Okay.
So good, so good. This is a video that we shot last year, but we just didn't have the opportunity to finish it until this year. So, but
yeah,
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, but that's why we look slightly younger.
Our hair colors may be a bit different.
Yeah. Yes.
Let's see. Cece has been working on the first cut for her BonsaiCon vlog.
Ooh.
Not sure how I want it, but we'll try to upload it when I have the time. Lucia Ferrer says, Shadow of the Tomb Raider is really good, but not as good as Rise of the Tomb Raider. And Hannah Was Never says, hype, hype, hype!
Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah. I've been watching the new episodes of Lucifer on Netflix. I haven't gotten very far, but we've started watching it, me and my hubby together, so none of us are allowed to watch any episodes without the other.
That's nice.
How about you, Elizabeth? How you been watching, listening, reading?
I just saw the Ant-Man and the Wasp. And now I'm like, I want to see what's happened next in Avengers Volume 2.
Oh,
Yes.
It feels.
Yes.
Yeah, I need to catch up on both the Avengers movies and because I have fallen way behind.
I'm behind on a few movies, but not that many. But a few. I actually have a question for you, Elizabeth, though. Because I was wondering, now you've made this huge armor and this huge silicone thing and animatronics and stuff. Is it like you now feel like, oh, I have to do some sewing things? Or are you still just as hyped on doing molding and clay and all that other stuff?
I still love making molds and clay and that kind of stuff. But I have a fair amount on my list of things I want to do when I get time for it. And I think mostly props and special effects I'm looking forward to most on that list.
Oh, that's good. It's really good, because what I'm always afraid of is when I do big projects like that is that I get tired of things. But it's really good that it has only put more fuel on a fire.
Well, it's what I got myself an education for. So
yes.
I'm kind of overly happy for doing it. That's a good sign. Also, why I did it so big. I wanted to learn such a big molds when I was in school.
Let's see. Sample says overcast, which is right. We are officially 5 minutes on overtime. Just so you know.
Yes, we are.
Which is always nice.
Yes.
Yeah. I have been watching something, and I was going to talk about it, but I have completely forgotten what that was. So it completely just slipped my mind. So,
Watch Coco.
Yes, I will have to. For all the feels and the sugar skulls.
So we
Yes.
have a question in the chat from Bazingo1337, or Henrik, as I know him as. Does Bettcanard do commissions, advisor jobs within cosplay builds?
I do. I do commissions.
There you go.
We just have to discuss them so we can sort something out. But I do take commissions, and I do work for like a contractor for movies or just commercial or workshops or something. Everything I can get. And I'm not so picky. I find to enjoy most of the jobs I do. I enjoy them very much.
Cool.
That is very cool. You might have gotten yourself a new customer. Who knows?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that is it. We're going to have to wrap it up for today. Unless anyone else has something else they really feel like sharing.
I want to recommend one thing, last thing, and that is Stardew Valley, the co-op version. But yeah, it's a farming game where you can cooperate with your friends, and it's very cute.
Sounds
nice.
like Heyday.
It very is much like Heyday, except it's more two-dimensional game, but it's very cute.
Cool. Now you heard it. All right. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, for commenting, and thank you to our lovely guest for wanting to come on the show and talk a little bit about her cosplay. It was a pleasure having you on.
It was. You're very welcome back.
As always. So before you guys leave today, remember to give this video a thumbs up.
I just have to tell that on Tuesday there will be a game stream 1930.
Right.
Yes, and everyone who goes there writes Suppe in the chat. Tonya will know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
Exactly, because you weren't there.
No, I wasn't there.
You'll get to know what it is if you join her stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, yeah, remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and click the little alert bell icon so you get notified whenever we put out new episodes, and subscribe to our channel, and you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at the CosCast.
And you can follow Bettcanard at Instagram and Facebook, I guess, as Bettcanard Design.
Yep.
Yeah. And also, if you're going to Spill Expo, we'll be there all 3 days, either in our stand or running around or doing live games or being in the cosplay parade. You know, we'll be everywhere and nowhere all at once. So come say hi if you see us.
Yes.
We love to meet you guys always. Right. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye. Take care. Love you.
Bye.
Bye.